Hi, I'm Claire from the Kitschy Kitchen, and this is 10-Second Living, where I show you how to do practically anything in 10 seconds or less. And today I'm going to show you how to make homemade marshmallows. I love homemade marshmallows, especially melting in a cup of cocoa. They are so good and so much better than anything you can do store-bought. And they're pretty easy to put together. They are not as complicated as they seem. I know marshmallows can seem kind of magical. Also, when you make them yourself, you can add whatever flavors you want. So today I am doing salted caramel with a little bit of bourbon. So these are really fun kind of adult marshmallows. You can add whatever add-ins you want. I've done like lavender and honey. I've done cocoa powder and orange zest. You really can have a lot of fun with it. So to make my marshmallows, it's basically a three-step process. So first step is I have my gelatin. So I have 4 packs of gelatin with a ½ cup of hot water setting in my mixer. And the gelatin is what gives the marshmallows their firm texture and that jiggle. So you need gelatin to really get that texture. Next is the ingredients for my syrup. So I'm gonna make a hot syrup that I add to my gelatin mixture, and that really is what kind of is gonna whip everything up and make the marshmallows. So for that, I have 2 cups of sugar, a ½ cup of corn syrup, and a ½ cup of hot water. So I'm gonna mix all of that together until it reaches 240, and then it's ready to add to the gelatin mixture. And then I have my add-ins. So I have 2 egg whites that I'm gonna whip up. This kind of gives a really nice texture, a little bit fluffier, a little more melt in your mouth for the marshmallows. And then I have my additional add-ins, which are my 3/4 cup of salted caramel, a little bit of vanilla, and just a little bit of bourbon. So this is the place where you can kind of play around with it. You don't have to use these ingredients. You can switch out whichever ones you want. So let's get started. Combine everything except the egg whites in a pot and cook until 240 degrees. Pour over the gelatin mixture and beat until tripled. Stir in the whites and the add-ins, pour and let it set overnight. My marshmallows are done, so they are completely set. And what I love about doing this setup is because I'm using wax paper, I can just lift it up like that. I don't have to deal with any sticky mess because these marshmallows are super sticky. So before I start chopping them up, I'm actually gonna take my knife and I'm going to coat it with just a little bit of powdered sugar. So it's gonna really help when everything kind of cuts through. All right. My marshmallows are all sliced up. So I made these quite large because I want them to just overtake my cup of hot cocoa. So you can see though, they still are sticky on any edge that doesn't have powdered sugar on it. So what I'm gonna do is separate these out a little bit and then stick them in my bowl of powdered sugar and then just lightly dust them off on all the edges like that. And then once I've done that, they're ready to go. And I have a beautiful plate of marshmallows. These look great. I cannot wait to put them in my hot cocoa, which is a video coming up, so make sure to check that out. For more recipes like this one, check out my blog, thekitschykitchen.com, and my new cookbook, The Kitschy Kitchen, available wherever books are sold.